This is Pooter, and it's an implementation of a full desktop within a browser. You might not be sold on this idea yet, though I will go into more detail later. I will immediately say that this includes a file manager, a picture editing application, a simple IDE, a camera, a recorder, a PDF reader, a web browser, and more. It's at worst a useless but impressive product, and at best something that's actually useful or could be useful. But before we fully dive into this desktop's capabilities, let's start with the basics. So how can this be useful if we lose all of our data as soon as we, close the browser? Well, there's no such worry. You can very quickly create an account which only requires an email and a password and nothing else, not even initially to click on a confirmation link, and this will make your data persistent throughout sessions and even devices. Just by opening up my phone and logging in, I could find all of my pictures and customizations already applied. Even better, if you don't want to copy over your information, Pooter provides a QR code that you can scan from your phone, and voila, you'll be logged in on any other device instantly. By creating an account, you get 100 megabytes of storage out of the box and 20 chat AI completions, which thanks, I won't be needing those. You can get another gigabyte of storage by inviting a friend to make an account, and you can also buy additional storage, starting at 100 gigabytes for $10 a month. So yes, this OS does come with optional subscriptions out of the box, so we have already something that most Linux distributions lack out of the box. And of course the website is open source, and on their GitHub the developer even publishes videos on how the infrastructure works, though I would not even dream of understanding anything about that. I only know that it's made entirely in Node, which I think is a terrible crime against humanity. I don't know. Since it's open source, you can also self-host if you want, which I can only guess will allow you to use your local storage directly instead of relying on the cloud. You could also wonder if that runs without any internet connection, but as we will see, even if it could, you probably wouldn't want to. But why? What can you do with all of this? Well, there are a few nice features to talk about. Firstly, you can quickly create and publish websites. If you open the file manager, right-click on any folder and select Publish as a website, you will be given a random subdomain of pooter.site, which will point to that specific folder. You can add an index.html file to change the look of the web page and allow users to download files within. It updates pretty much instantly. So okay, that looks fancy, but would you be able to do anything productive on the OS itself? Well, Pooter comes with an app center out of the box, which includes a lot of applications. Though each app has a download button, it merely adds the link to the app to your launcher. All apps are this sort of web pages, so you can just click open and it will open, which feels a bit like magic. This seems to be re-embeddings of other web pages within Pooter, which does make sense, though there's no visible performance overhead and they all behave quite well. Context menus and UI elements are extremely inconsistent, but that's understandable. One thing I would like to see here is some additional transparency on each of these applications. Who made them? Who embedded them? Can I find them on their own website? You are allowed to publish as many apps as you would want in Pooter, though they are reviewed, and you will even receive money every time they are opened. I have to say I'm impressed here, though this makes the more transparency please request even more pressing. In the store we can find a barebone video editor. Though it's not that barebone, it allows you to cut away parts of a video, yes, but also crop it, rotate it, flip it, apply various filters to it, change the brightness, contrast, saturation, annotate the video with lines, arrows, text, resize it, and more. There's even full FFmpeg. I'm not going to switch to this as my main video editing device, but still it's more than what I was expecting. There is a Pooter automation application that allows building automations using a drag and drop blocks interface. It's barebone again, but not something I expected to find at all. Of course, in this day and age, it's called the Pooter AI automation, and the default block is an AI one. So yeah. There is a Putter Blogger application that will create a blog within Putter.site. It doesn't exactly feel nice to use, but it does allow to publish markdown posts, and who knows, it might improve significantly over time. There's even a subdomain register application that allows you to check for the availability and to reserve Putter.site subdomains. As an example, I have just registered the website librenews.putter.site, though I'm not sure what I will do with that. Design-wise, one available application is Polotno, which again you could also just access independently as a website. It allows you to create somewhat complex designs, though these third-party websites embedding won't really save anything on your Putter file manager, which in my opinion renders them at least somewhat pointless. However, the data associated to your Putter is associated to your Putter account, meaning that it should also survive when switching from a device to a different one. So that's at least something. There's also Photopea to edit raw images, I think. I love that Open from Computer will open the Putter file manager and not my computers, but somehow Photopea won't accept my Fujifilm raw images, which is sad. I could go on, but you can kind of guess what the rest of the App Center is. Full of applications, mostly well-integrated third-party web apps embedded into Putter, covering a wide range of scopes from music making to book writing, expenses trackers, and so on. Oh, and I almost forgot, you can customize things a bit. Sorry, as a KDE developer, I just had to mention that. You can change the background, obviously, but also the UI colors and their transparency. You can also hide and show a clock in the bottom right corner of the screen and choose whether you want the menu bar to be part of the application or embedded in the desktop top panel. All of these settings, of course, update instantaneously. Putter also includes notification support, though I have yet to see an application actually using one. Again, I would say that the greatest weakness of this OS is the fact that so many applications are just third-party websites embedded in Putter and won't actually follow the Putter API. Of course, this is still hardly anything more than your OS right now. All of these applications could be accessed just as well from their websites, and tools like Nextcloud could provide the same level of sync between your devices that Putter offers. The one thing that I am looking forward is this promise by the Putter developer. They are working to include an emulation application that will virtualize Linux applications on the web and allow you to interact with them. If that works, it means that Putter will also allow you to run Linux applications, though I would expect a significant performance overhead. All of that, by the way, would still run locally on your device. Now, I have to say that the developer is a bit too obsessed with integrating AI everywhere. He recently posted an image with the title "Cloud OS becomes AI OS" on his subreddit, which I hope was some meme or meme. However, one proof of concept he has shared looks pretty cool. By having a standard API that's exposed to a language model, you can use natural language to perform even complex actions on Putter. As an example, you can just ask to organize files and folders on your desktop. There's also work ongoing for things such as a command line interface to interact with Putter. This program allows you to log in to your account, upload and download files, and more. Ideally, this would mean that you could keep a local folder in sync with a Putter one, which would finally start to make sense to me. Like, it would mean that I could use Putter as a Nextcloud alternative, but where I have an entire OS in the browser, which integrates with lots of other web applications to see and do some light work on my data from any device, but still with the same interface, while still keeping serious business on my local machine. Like, that's still far from reality, but one day, maybe? For now, I'll just stick to Nextcloud, but congrats, Putter developer. I was impressed.